Não se joga, quando se joga? Quando se joga? Quando só joga?
Sharks, they were guided or helped. A shark wouldn't have stood a chance.
It's one of the great mysteries of the whole killer whale story about why the killer whales protected humans in Eden or simply didn't attack them.
I don't know. I've never heard of a killer eating a person.
It might have been taste too good.
I can't think of any scientific reason why that would be. You've got a situation where two highly armed and dangerous predators are coming together in a very vulnerable situation for both of them. If you're hunting a 70-foot whale, humans are likely to end up in the water, killer whales are likely to end up near harpoons. So there had to be some level of trust between the two species. We tend to think of trust as a very human emotion, but it's not that uncommon in the animal kingdom either.
There are even stories of killer whales saving drowning whalers.
The killer whales would swim down and drag them to the surface. There's a couple of diary reports of people saying, oh, Hookie had a hold of me and dragged me up to the surface again.
There's so many examples of that happening with dolphins and with other whales. It's part of European culture that dolphins save drowning sailors. But there must be some grain of biological truth in it, I suppose.
By the same token, the whalers claim to have saved the killers.
Sometimes they got tangled up a bit in them and they waited till they could get them out.
And the men described that they heard this cat purring noise, which either came from the killer whale being rescued or came from some of the other killer whales who were swimming around, seeing what's going on. The sounds that the men described is not something that you'd normally hear from being in a boat. It suggests that the men really were in the water with the killer whales to hear this purring, door creaking noise.
Hammerhead shark came up over the edge of the reef onto the white sand ridge. I needed to breathe, and when I went to the surface, the shark followed. Some of the dolphins seemed to desert me. I didn't want to be caught with my legs dangling, so I dove down a few feet and started filming. Then the most remarkable thing happened. Here is the footage exactly as I shot it. Chopper swam under my left arm and made straight for the shark. Two other juveniles came in and mobbed the now confused hammerhead. There's no question in my mind that those dolphins intervened to protect me.
A Holland woman has an unlikely hero to thank for breaking up a domestic fight. 33-year-old Steven Schumacher is in jail facing charges of home invasion and domestic violence after a very public fight in the street earlier this week. Our Nick Monticelli joins us now with the rest of this unique story. Nick?
Well, Derek, this all happened on Wednesday night, but now we know who this unlikely hero is, a pit bull, a breed notoriously known for violence. But the dog saw the events unfolding, a woman being beaten and dragged across the street, and blitzed to her rescue. If the buildings we've built and the roads we've paved could tell a story, those at South Shore and Thomas would tell a tale of one woman, one man, and a neighbor whose pit bull is changing perceptions. Meet Blitz, who's no fan of cameras, we presume. Blitz is a 2-year-old, 100-and-something pound pit bull. Yes, the kind many fear.
He'll protect us when we need it, but he's a great house pet. He's great with my kids, and he's wonderful.
Due to the nature of this tale, Blitz's owner does not want to be known. She says close to 11 o'clock Wednesday night, she heard screams for help.
It's so surreal. I haven't even slept yet. I'm just still kind of shaken about what could have happened to her.
She saw 33-year-old Steve Schumacher beating and dragging his estranged wife.
Scared of what basically could have really happened to her when reality set in, because he was pretty close to getting her in his car.
Blitz saw it too.
Yeah, he about knocked me out of the door to get two of them. So I heard her screaming, "Help me," repeatedly, and I came out my front door, and my dog spilled past me and went and scared him a little bit.
She says he never bit anyone, but scared Schumacher just enough that he loosened his grip on his wife, who then ran inside Blitz's home and waited for police.
He was still in the area. I believe he was in the front yard of this residence, and he was basically taken into custody without incident.
Captain Rick Walters of the Holland Police Department isn't sure how long the couple had been separated, but says they were living apart.
He went to that residence, broke into that residence, and then confronted her and assaulted her in the residence.
What Schumacher's intentions were are still not known. But what is known is the dog many fear saw fear and became a hero.
It's hard to tell what may or may not have happened if not for that dog.
I'm very proud of him. He would never do anything unless a situation was like that, when he feels that we're in danger.